Are you ready to unlock the secret of living a life of strength, balance, and longevity? I'm Anita Terlizzi, and I have helped hundreds of men and women transform their lives by placing their health and wellness as a priority. I am a certified personal trainer, founder of Thrive 55, and your host of the Made to Thrive podcast, where health experts from around the globe join us as we dive deep into topics that help us age gracefully and stronger than ever. This is where we take back our lives, friends. This is where we learn to embrace and celebrate this new normal we call middle age. I call this our second act. We have so much living to do, so let's not waste any more time. We weren't made to just survive these years of our lives. We were made to thrive. Hello, and welcome to the Made to Thrive podcast. I am your host, Anita Terlizzi, and I am so happy that you have joined me here today. So I thought that I would jump on this afternoon and talk to you about a class that I am currently teaching. It's called the Daniel Plan. Some of you know exactly what that is, but those of you who do not, I'm going to briefly give you an overview of this health and wellness program that I have been teaching for almost 12 years. So this is a 6-week course that I teach in the fall and in the spring. And it is so popular that I just haven't stopped teaching in the past 12 years. So if they keep coming, I'll keep teaching. So here's what the Daniel Plan is all about. This is a book that was brought to me um, 12 years ago. And someone said, hey, listen, I think you would be a great teacher for this course. And would you consider doing that? And so I read the book and initially I thought, okay, what more can I say? Eat healthy and move. We all know that, right? It's the big duh. But what's different about this course, about the Daniel Plan, is that the motivation isn't about weight loss. Now, that is a side effect, it is a bonus, but really the motive to do this is because we are sick of feeling sick and tired. We want to be healthy. We want to enjoy life again. This isn't about getting in our skinny jeans, so to speak, right? We just want to be able to get up and feel refreshed and not exhausted and pick up our kids or our grandkids. Just have the energy to get through a day, not feeling like you need, a mid-afternoon nap, which I've been guilty of, or needing that cup of coffee because you can't get through the day. Maybe you have gut issues and you can't understand, you used to be able to eat these things and now you can't. What is going on, right? You don't have the motivation to move and work out. I don't have the money to go to a gym. So all these things. But what's really neat about the Daniel Plan is the reason it's been so successful. So, yes, food is a big game changer in how you're going to feel, and fitness, absolutely. But really, with the Daniel Plan, it's 5 pillars of success. Okay. So, it's faith, food, fitness, focus, and friendship. Those are the 5 pillars of success. And that's what I want to go over with you today so you truly, truly can understand and appreciate what this course is all about. So, faith. They start this whole book off with faith. Well, who's they? The main authors, there are 3 of them. You have Pastor Rick Warren, who is a pastor of a megachurch out in California. You have Dr. Amen, who is a brain specialist, a psychiatrist, and he has claimed that he has studied more brains than anyone on earth. So I believe him. He's someone you want to follow. Daniel Amen. Find him on social media, find him on YouTube. He is amazing and he has helped so many people. So I just love listening to him. So find Dr. Amen. You can also find Dr. Mark Hyman, and he is an MD and he focuses on food and what the food industry is doing to us right now, especially. He's been real vocal, especially with our government. and really wants to just put a stop to all these ingredients that are getting into our food in the United States of America that's banned in other countries, and it's quite frankly unacceptable. We are sicker than we've ever been. We have an obesity off the charts, especially our children. Our children, half of our kids are obese. Just to kind of give you an idea, Japan, 3% of their children are obese. Half of our children, 50% of the American children are obese. That's unacceptable. So kudos to Mark Hyman. He's awesome. I follow him too. You should do the same. So let me start with that first three chapters. It's the chapters on faith. Okay. So the faith chapters are really the foundation of the Daniel plan. Wherever you are in your spiritual journey, the Daniel plan reminds us that there is a creator that made us on purpose and for a purpose, right? So I often say, like a beautiful painting, you don't need to see the artist, right? To know that there is an artist. So you are a beautiful masterpiece. By the end of this course, I want you to know that, believe that, see that, right? And the Daniel plan reminds us that we don't have to rely on our own strength and our own willpower, that there is a Father in heaven that we get to lean on that's going to help us in our weakness. So he doesn't need our help, right? But he does need our commitment. And that's what's awesome about this program. So when we put our faith and trust in him, we can take the pressure off ourselves. It's awesome. So the next chapters are on food. So again, this is going to be Dr. Hyman who's coming in and who's really giving you the research and the data behind everything that he's giving us. And yes, it can feel at first glance, it could seem overwhelming. Like I don't have the time to stop in every aisle and read all these labels, Anita. But what this is going to teach you is one, you're going to start to see that there are some sneaky ingredients in our food. Sneaky ingredients like MSG, which is making us addicted to food. Sneaky ingredients like sugar. There's like 20 different names, right? So when you kind of start learning this, you just pay attention a little more. When you turn that jar around on the shelf and you see 50 ingredients, that is not necessary. It's ketchup. There should be three ingredients. What are these other ingredients? So you don't necessarily have to take so much time to read everything on this label, but you do start to see, wait, there's just too many ingredients here. Pretty interesting when you're standing in, let's say, the baking aisle and you see flour and you see bleached flour and unbleached flour. When they're giving you the option, bleach, like literally the food is bleached. Who wants bleach in their system? I don't even know why it's on the shelf, to be honest, right? So those are the little things that you'll learn like, wow, I didn't even realize. Why do we even have a choice? Just get the garbage off the shelves. That would be awesome. So again, you'll learn about foods that heal. You'll learn about foods that hurt. Again, like sugar and food dyes, carcinogens, which are cancer formers. You're going to see like all these sneaky ingredients, right? I often say when you're in those chapters to snap pictures of the charts, because then you can start understanding what are the bad ingredients and what are the good ingredients, right? You'll learn about the power of real food, real nutritious food, and why we want to get that. They call it the rainbow, eating from the rainbow. So the more colors, the more vibrant they are, the better they are for us. So real simple, easy, doable tips. So you will love the food chapter. It'll talk about the importance of protein and how it helps with our muscle growth. You will learn about how to avoid food emergencies. That's when you're in your car on a road trip or you get into your kitchen, there's nothing to eat, so you grab the bagels, right? So we're going to stay out of those food emergencies. We're going to be ready for that. So it just takes a little bit of being proactive, but it's not impossible. And it'll get really easy and just part of your routine, right? So really, excuse me, the message of these food chapters is to nourish your body with high quality ingredients, right? So it's going to increase our energy. We're going to have mental clarity. We're going to take off unnecessary weight, which is going to be better on our joints. We're going to reverse chronic illness. So you will love it. That's the food chapters. Next chapter, fitness. So clearly this is my sweet spot. I've always loved fitness. Always. I've been working out since I was 15 years old in the 80s. That wasn't something you did. And I just got the exercise bug and I ran with it. No pun intended. Um, but some of you are not fond of exercise and fitness. I know it's a lot of us, a lot of conversations that I have with my clients. What these chapters tell you or show you is that this can be fun. This could be easy. This is doable and it doesn't take a lot. Let me tell you, when I have my 6 weeks of the Daniel plan, I bring a scale in the class. I know. I never step on a scale. I don't care about that weight. I don't care. I always say that first number on the scale is your relationship with gravity. I don't care, right? What I care about is your muscle growth up and your body fat down. That's how we're going to beat chronic illness. That's how we are going to be healthy, strong. Having muscle is the key to longevity. Can't say that enough. The more muscle you have, the healthier you are, and the more likely you are to live longer, independent, and in less pain. So if you hear anything else on this section, understand how important it is to build your muscle. So the neat thing about this scale is that it will give us, again, I don't care about the weight, that first number, but it's going to give you your body fat percentage, your muscle mass percentage, and your visceral fat. And visceral fat is that deep internal fat that we all need because it's protecting our organs. But when it gets excessive, you usually see it, in men coming out in front. Sorry, guys, but it is more common in men, and that's where all the chronic disease comes in. So there is a scale, and there's a healthy number, and then there's an unhealthy number, and it can be changed, and I see it all the time. So when my members of the Daniel Plan are encouraged to exercise, and they do it during the week, they see it when they're with me on that Daniel Plan evening and they get on that scale and they realize, wow, that I didn't even do that much. I just went on a hike or I walked, twice around the block and not once. I picked up weights. I never did that before. And they realize, wow, that I can really see a difference. And so the neat thing about this course was this was the first time that I gave all Daniel Plan members access to my Thrive 55 app. That was a game changer. So think about this. So they had full access to me every single day. They had that motivation, they had me in their pocket, so to speak, but also on your laptop. So you can get on this app on your computer, which I actually prefer if you're going to work out from home. And it takes the thinking out of it. What's today's workout? That's the one I'm going to do. Or maybe you see it and it's 25 minutes and you're thinking, I don't have 25 minutes. Let me look in that video library. Oh, I have 15 minutes. I can do this one. And so you can pick your time, you can pick your intensity, you can pick what part of the body you want to target for the day. Maybe you just want to stretch. And that to me is movement, you guys. So think of this as, the Daniel Plan will often say, what's the best workout you can do? And it's the one you will do, right? So whatever that is a plus and a success story in our eyes. So check out that Thrive 55 app. It really is an easy button in your day. And it's a great way to make sure that you're getting movement every single day. So I love the stories. I love the encouragement. I love the emails and text messages I'm getting from my Daniel Plan members. They're even sending requests. Hey, can you do more of these exercises? Can you do more of this? And I put new exercises in all the time, every month. So I love them. Keep them coming. And I will include it. Maybe I'll give you a shout out too. So, all right. So we covered faith, we covered food, covered fitness. Now focus. Okay. So the focus chapter might be my favorite chapter in the book. I know I say I love them all, but focus is really unique. And here's why. Remember in the beginning when when we were talking about how everyone knows to eat well and everyone knows we need to move. But why is it, if we all know that, why are we struggling so much? Why do I have 50 to 80 people joining my health and wellness program every semester? So the focus part is the what we're thinking. Why do we sabotage a good day? Why did I do so great? And at the end of the day, I just blew it. And why do we speak so horribly to ourselves? I can't do this. I'm a failure. I'm no good at this. Well, I ate one piece of cake. I might as well take down the whole cake, right? And it's really just learning about why we think the way we do, what triggers those thoughts, how can we quickly change that? And and to me, that was just eye opening. Like, oh, I there's a way to change this stinking thinking, as I say. I don't have to have this mindset. I can give myself a lot more grace than I do, right? This is not a guilt shame program. This is grace based. This is, you know what? So what? I messed up. Tomorrow's a new day. We're going to pick ourselves up and we're going to do it again because this is a lifestyle, folks. We're going in for, the long haul. This isn't like a quick fix, magic pill, right? So that's what I love about this program. So taking the time to understand why we do what we do. This could be deep seated. This could be the way you were raised. This could be like for me, I'm one of 8 kids. And so we sat at the dinner table, and if you wanted seconds, you had to eat all the food on your plate. So what did you do? You scarfed that food down and you grabbed quickly that second helping before someone else did and it went away. And then if you grab that second helping, by golly, you will finish that. My mother would never let me get off out from the table if I didn't finish that second helping because I shouldn't have taken it, right? So now I'm overeating. So I'm eating too fast, eating too much. And so that was a habit I had to break. So that just kind of an example of the things that traveled with me through time that I had to learn. But on top of that, the focus chapters also talk about the food that we're eating that is wrecking our brain, that is slowing us down, that is making us sluggish, that is causing mental fogginess, right? So you'll just love it. You'll love Dr. Amen. He's the one that's wrote the entire chapter and has just given great advice, tips, and tools. Like this is what I love. Like tell me what to do to change, right? So that's what this book is all about. You guys are gonna love it. So just know our thoughts are very powerful. The things that we are thinking, the things that we tell ourselves, they determine how we feel for the rest of the day, right? So I'm excited for you guys to get through that. So finally, friends. Friendship is the last chapter. And really, the Daniel Plan calls it the secret sauce of the Daniel Plan, this friendship. And that's why it's so awesome to come into community. It's great that I do have an online course and I love that. And I am able to try to bring them into the classroom. I have a big screen in my class. And so my in-person people can see them online so they can kind of feel like they're part of the class. But there is nothing like being across a table from someone who is trying to accomplish the same goals that you are. Or maybe you're sitting down and you're the one with the advice to the person across from you. Or you sit down and realize, oh, you live really close to me. You walk your dog at that park. I walk my dog at that park. And then you meet them. And now you have an exercise buddy, right? So you are more likely to accomplish your goals with a buddy. So I encourage you, hopefully it's your spouse. Maybe it's one of your family members. But if it's not, grab a friend. If you don't have a friend, join a group. join a Bible study. Tell someone your goals, and you're going to be very surprised that there are people out there that want the same thing that you do. So it makes it a lot more fun when you have community. Here's the other thing. I would love to be your buddy, and I could be your buddy every day. So if you're on the Thrive 55 app, I know, my shameless plug, but I'm telling you, it's me every day on by your side, encouraging you, motivating you, giving you that advice, that help, and kind of laughing through life, right? Not taking things so seriously, but taking our health seriously, taking our efforts seriously, and just watching our efforts get blessed, right? So I would love to be your buddy. Let me know if you want a workout partner because I am your girl. So, quick recap, you guys. We have our faith chapters. This is making God a priority, making him part of your everyday. That means praying. Praying isn't hard. It's just a conversation. In fact, when I start to complain, that internal complaining that we do, I turn it up to him. I give it to him and stop going in this circle. It's like being in a boat with one oar and you're just spinning around in a circle talking about the same things. Instead, I flip it around, I give it to him, ask him to take it away. And honestly, he always does. He's amazing that way. He loves us, he hears us, he's that close. And reading the Bible. And maybe that's not something you may not even own a Bible. I encourage you and challenge you, get a study Bible. There's lots of versions, NIV, New King James Version. King James Version's pretty hard to read. Back in the day, I thought all Bibles were King James Version, and it was the most boring thing I ever read in my life. I didn't realize that we had ESV and NIV, and so the new versions don't change the meaning of every word. They just change the way it's delivered in written form, and it's just easier to read and stay with it. So, and if it is your first time, I would suggest starting in the book of John and just keep reading John over and over and over, and you're going to be surprised. And you know what I also do? I also ask God, this is boring. He knows us so well. He already knows what we're thinking, right? I don't want this to be boring anymore. Can you just make this exciting? Because other people are excited about this, and I don't know why. Again, this is a prayer he loves to answer. So that's my challenge for you. That's my challenge for the faith section. It changes your life and it brings real love and purpose in your life again. So that was my little plug for him. The next is food. Food is that food chapter is just having us open our eyes to the food industry, filling our homes with good things to choose, right? Changing that pantry and cleaning out your refrigerator. Then there's the fitness. What's the best fitness exercise you can do? The one you will do. So keep that in mind. And focus is stop the stinking thinking, right? Let's catch ourselves in the act when we do that and replace those negative thoughts with the truth. Okay. And then last is friends and finding that buddy, because it is a lot more fun to do it with a buddy. Better together, as they say in the Daniel plan. So you guys, thank you for staying with me and just going through this great book, this great class that I've been teaching for so long and love. And maybe you will join me in the spring. I'll let you know when it comes up. And I'm just so grateful for all of you. So have a great day. Stay strong, stay healthy, and we'll talk soon. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the Made to Thrive podcast, a Thrive 55 Plus production. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a review, as it really helps support us. If you want to learn more about how you can transform your life and age powerfully with us, please visit mythrive55.com.